everybody. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Jeff and Steph's excellent adventure. Where are we, Jeff?
We are in Bakersfield, California.
Yay! Today we're at the park at Riverwalk, which is a 32-acre park along the Kern River, and there's walking and biking trails, and it's two large ponds connected with a little river system. It's really a pretty little park.
One of the reasons we wanted to come down here was to check on the flow of one of these local rivers, because
Right?
there's like somewhere around 50 or 60 feet of snow.
Yeah,
in the California
it's all
mountains.
running off right now. There's lots of flooding issues, but we wanted to see how full this river was.
And you always hear about California water shortages and stuff.
Yeah, no
and,
water.
What they want to do is they want the reservoirs, the lakes to refill. And if the snow pack, which fills the reservoirs, melts too fast, they have to release it that much faster. So for hydropower and stuff, and they just can't hold it for flood control. That's really the main purpose of reservoirs, flood control. So they're hoping that it melts slow. But right now, I can't wait to see this river because
it's rushing right now.
Yeah.
The park has a paved bike trail that you can walk or ride bikes all the way along the Kern River.
To give you an idea of how much rain and snow they've got down here in Southern California. Well, California, the whole state. This river running is really fast.
Yeah, this is the Kern River here coming down through the lock. It's pumping out massive amounts of water.
Do you know how many cubic feet a minute that is?
No.
Me neither.
The bike path over the river is decorated with locks. We love to see these in different towns, but you can see people have put their locks with engravings all over the sides. So we're enjoying this beautiful day at the park today, and we decided to play a little game that you at home can all play along with us. So grab your paper and pen, because we're going to play an RV trivia game. It's going to be a lot of fun. So what we did is Jeff looked up and found lots of fun RV facts.
Because everything on Google is
True.
the truth.
Right? And I'm completely ignorant as to these facts. We're going to test my knowledge after being 2 years on the road full time and see how much RV knowledge I have retained or know. Go ahead and play these at home and see how much you know as an RVer.
All right, so Stephanie, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I really appreciate if you didn't cheat and look at my paper there in front of me.
I'll do my best.
All right.
Okay, number one.
How many Americans own RVs, percentage-wise? Out of 100%, how many own RVs?
Any type of RV.
Any type of RV.
I'm going to say 9%.
The actual answer is 11. Now, let me just say this before I ask you this question. I actually look at this stuff a lot and ask you this stuff, so you might know more than I realize.
Yeah.
You know? So I like this too. That looks good on you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, so, all right, next question, number 2. How many Americans live full-time in an RV? And that can be living stationary in a park or traveling as we do. How many Americans? Now, there's roughly 340 million people in America, population-wise.
Okay. And
So
how
of
many,
340 million, how many do you think live in their RV full-time?
I'm going to say maybe 700,000.
Nope. 1.3 million.
Wow, more than I thought.
Which is something like 0.3% of Americans live in an RV. That's kind of a lot when you really think about it.
It
You know?
is.
That's kind of a lot. Okay, now this next question is a percentage question, okay?
Okay.
How many full-timers, what's the percentage of full-timers that are couples? In 100%, how many are couples?
50?
76%.
Oh!
Okay. How many of those 100% are solo RVers?
I'm gonna say like 22.
Nope, but that's close. 16% are solo. And here's an interesting thing. The large percentage of solo RVers are women. Did you know that?
Whoa!
I don't know that number, but it's
Go
way up
girls!
there. It's something like 80%.
Wow.
Yeah. What percentage of full-time RVers travel with children?
I think that's like 4% or 7.
It's 8%.
Oh, I was close from the second one.
And that makes sense because we do see a lot of families on the
We
road.
see families, but
Yeah.
it's not as often.
No.
For sure.
Okay, moving to the next question.
Okay.
What is the most popular state for full-time living? So if you're just going to go to a state and full-time in that state, what state is that?
I'm gonna say Florida.
Boom, you got it right.
Yay!
Yeah.
I finally got one.
Okay. What is the number one winter destination? This is easy because you got about 3 choices.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Florida again.
You got it right.
Woo!
Okay. The number one RV summer destination for RVs is?
Is this a state?
No. Well, no, it's just a destination. It can be a state or a place. And actually, I'm going to tell you it's a place because that makes it a little easier. It's not a state, it's a place. It's like
Okay.
National Park.
Oh, well then I'm going to say Yellowstone.
It's very close, like this close. But number one is the Grand Canyon.
Wow!
My favorite
our
place.
Favorite,
Yeah.
yeah. How are you guys doing at home?
I don't think you're doing that good, I'll be honest with you. So,
Anyone else doing better than me?
yeah, you're not doing really that great, but you're close. But
Oh,
it's
dang.
kind of the number specific thing makes it hard to get a good score.
It does.
What is the most popular travel trailer brand?
Travel trailer brand.
We see a lot of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it a Grand Design brand?
It's Jayco.
Oh, okay.
And we see a lot of Jaycos. It's like the J
Yes.
Flight, the J this, the J that. We see a lot of
Yes,
Jaycos.
we
I think
do.
they're pretty quality units.
That makes sense now that you say that.
Yeah.
We do see a lot.
Yeah. Now, what is the most popular fifth wheel? We have a fifth wheel. What is the most popular fifth wheel? And this is most units sold. Well, all these questions. These are the most units sold in America. What is the number one fifth wheel maker?
Is that a Grand Design?
It's close.
Well, it's not
It's
Grand
Keystone,
Design.
Montana. Is
Yay!
number one.
Our very first fifth wheel.
What is the most popular motorhome? Class A diesel or gas? What is the most popular
I'm
one?
gonna say we see lots of Newmars and lots of Tiffins.
Yeah, we do.
And is it one of those?
Is that your guess?
No, I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Newmar.
Winnebago. I like Newmar. If I was gonna buy a diesel pusher, I get a Newmar.
Yeah,
but that's
for
just
sure.
me. Yeah. Okay, so all right.
Oh,
Now, next question.
I gotta go back to RV school.
Right? These are hard questions, no doubt. You know, this is
Yeah.
like one of those things. If you get an F on this, you did pretty good. Okay, so what is the average cost of a travel trailer? And this is anything that you pull. It's not a fifth wheel. It's anything you pull. A trailer that you pull, Airstreams or whatever other.
I'm gonna say
Average price.
I'm gonna say 40,000.
I was surprised by this one because that's what I would have said. It's 24,000.
Wow.
And the reason that is because a lot of people buy weekenders. They
Yeah,
buy
have
like a
the
19
small
footer.
ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of those
my
get
brain
sold.
goes right to the bigger
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
So yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, I can see that.
Moving right along.
Okay.
What is the average cost of a new fifth wheel? And these prices are all over the place.
I'm gonna say
Average price.
85,000.
That's pretty good. I give you a win on that one. It's $91,000.
Woo!
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Now,
You could haggle it down to 85.
oh yeah, if you know how to play the game and you want to sit around long enough. All right. What is the average cost of a Class C motorhome? And this is the cab over with the little van fronts, if you're not
Yeah.
sure what a Class C is.
I'm going to say 140.
And this actually surprised me because I would have said about 130, 140. The average price is $174,000. Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea they were that much.
But I have a feeling the
Well,
used...
you're getting your truck and your camper all in
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
so.
that's true. And
Yeah.
I think that the used market is, we see a lot of lower price ones, but I think it's the used market. But the new ones, woo, that's a lot,
Bendy, yeah.
right? Okay, the average cost of a Class B Sprinter van. We see a lot of these, and they're uber cool,
Yeah, and they're uber expensive too.
amazingly
I'm going
expensive.
to say average cost is 180.
No, it's actually lower than that.
Ooh.
And now I've seen them for anywhere from 105 to like 280. But the average cost of a Class B Sprinter is $157,000. And that's still a lot for a
They're
van.
very expensive.
Man.
Yeah, for not getting all the amenities of a regular RV or camper where kitchens and bathrooms, etc.
But, you know, they're kind of designed to go off-road and go out to the places
they
where
can
no one is.
definitely go more places.
Yeah, they're awesome. All right, moving right along. Now we're going to go into the Class A coaches.
Okay.
All right? The
Hit
big
me.
daddies. Okay. Now these come in gas and they come in diesel.
Yes.
With the diesels costing a lot more
Yes.
than a gas. So we're going to do the gas first. What do you think the
Okay.
average cost of a Class A motorhome is?
I'm going to say 240,000.
Way too much. It's
Oh.
175,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's right there with a Class C because the Class C is 174, which is kind of amazing,
I
right?
would definitely think they cost more.
What do you think the average cost of a Class A diesel?
Okay,
Motorhome
since the
is-
last one was a lot lower, I'm going to say 250.
Eh. This one surprised me a little bit. But now we've seen the whole gamut of these things from 200 to 2 million, right? $425,000 for a diesel pusher.
Double almost.
That's a lot of money. And we've seen them. We've seen these $2 million ones, and we've seen the lower end ones, and I don't know. Those things are awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving right along,
Okay.
we're going to move around to campground costs. 'Cause a lot of people want to know,
Yeah.
what does a campground really
We
cost?
get asked that a lot.
You know?
How much should we pay for camping?
When you start out, you say, I'm just paying $15 a campground. That's it. That's my limit. So
Serious pipe dream, guys.
that's not going to work. Yeah, it might have used to work,
Yeah.
but not
Back
now.
in 1980.
All right, so campgrounds are broken down into public, which is
Yes.
like state parks and, you know, that type of stuff. Private, which
Yes.
is privately held, obviously. Luxury, I'm going to do a luxury
Okay.
resorts, and boondocking.
Okay.
Okay, and boondocking isn't necessarily free. And everybody says, oh, boondocking free, so I'll get that one right.
And
okay.
I booked the campgrounds and also check in. So
Yeah, I got no time for that.
Hopefully I'll get some of these right.
Right. Okay. So what do you think the cost of a private campground is? What we use mostly, private
Yeah.
campgrounds. What do you think the average cost of a private campground is?
Is it a range or?
No, you got to hit the number.
Okay, I'm gonna say $55.
47. 47 is the actual cost.
That's
And it seems like if we get into a park for under 50 a night, we're really happy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
For sure.
we nail one for like 31. I'm like, woohoo.
Yeah, we try to
Score.
stay in the $40 per night range if
Yeah.
we have to go that high.
Yeah. What do you think a luxury RV
Ooh.
park costs? A luxury.
Well,
now
we
tell
know-
us about a luxury first.
Yeah, we know some of these that, like, for example, down in Key West and stuff, that range in the $300 a night. So
Yep.
they can luxury. I'm going to say the average luxury is $220 a night.
Okay, now another thing that
220.
luxury campgrounds have is sometimes they have those lazy rivers.
Oh,
where you just get a drink and
love a
float around in
lazy
an inner
river.
tube. Yeah, those are so fun. All right, so a luxury campground. Now I couldn't hit a number on this because it's so spread
Yeah,
out. I could
there's
do an
some
average.
really expensive ones.
I could do an average and say 180, but the range is from $92 to $300 plus. Because some of these are even higher. Some are $400. We've seen them for like $450 or $475 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot when you're packing around your own bed and toilet, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about a public campground? And this is like sometimes towns have
The
little
state
parks,
parks,
state
yeah.
parks to park in, and just you know, those smaller parks that are public.
Yeah. I'm going to say 25 a night.
I think that's close enough. It's 29.
Yeah.
And this is where I thought they'd all be like $15. And there are some that are $15.
And they used
but
to be.
Yeah, they used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Now, boondocking. How much does boondocking cost?
It costs $0 if you do it right.
All right, Stephanie got that one wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. That's what everybody thinks. But you typically have to buy a permit or a pass, or
yeah, that's true.
if you go to the Q Quartzsite, which is the
Yes.
mecca for boondocking,
Yeah.
you can go there for 6 months for a $180 pass.
Yes.
And you say to yourself, well, that's pretty good, but what do I do with my waste? RV proctologist. There's a guy called the RV proctologist
Yeah.
that goes around and pumps out tanks. You
It's
tell him
true.
where you are.
True
I'm on the
story.
desert down here somewhere, and
He'll come
yeah.
make a visit.
Yeah, and there's others, but it's
Yeah.
comical, the RV proctologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to our next chapter or
Okay.
category.
Oh, this is rough.
It is rough. What is the average national park entrance fee? And I'd like to preempt that by saying, make sure you get the America the Beautiful pass for
Yes.
$86, I think it is. And
Yeah,
that gets you into all the parks for a year for $86, no matter how many times you go in.
It has paid for itself many times over each year for us.
And this is why you got to pay for it, because Stephanie's going to tell us what she thinks is the
Well,
entrance fee to a national park. This is Yellowstone, Grand
this
Canyon,
is just for a
Moab
day
Parks.
pass. This
Day
is
pass.
to go in
Drive
and
in.
visit.
Yep.
I know we've paid $35, and I know we've paid $55.
Right.
So the average, well, 45.
$35.
Oh, is it?
It is
Okay.
35 because there's a number, like you said, there's some that are 50 plus, but there is still a bunch that are like in the $17 to $18 range, you know. But most of them average is about 35 bucks. So if you're going to hit the parks or you're going to be a full-time RV, you definitely want the America the Beautiful pass.
Yeah, it pays for itself.
And here's another little cachet to that. When you hit 65,
Woohoo!
it's a lifetime pass. So I got to outlast.
We cannot
Yeah.
wait for that.
Yeah, looking
Got
forward
a
to getting
few
old.
years to go.
Yeah,
but
looking forward to old age.
old
All right.
age pays off.
Yeah. Now, next question. What is the difference between an RV park and an RV resort? And this comes up a lot.
Yes.
Because people will say, you know, why is this park so much? And why is this one so not so much? And the reasons are,
RV resorts have pools, amenities. It could be lazy rivers. It could be restaurants, stores. They could have sport courts. They could have any sort of amenity. Sometimes there's cable TV included, or like some special Wi-Fi plan. But it's added amenities. But you do pay the cost because resorts generally cost more.
and a lot of times they literally have events. They have
Yeah.
things going on there.
Yeah,
that-
music.
Yeah, music and
whatever.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. The other big thing on a resort versus a park, resorts typically have nice concrete pads with tables or cabanas or
Decks.
just super level
Yeah.
sites, you know, just nice.
So do I get that point?
I'm going to give that one to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Woohoo.
I hope you know what that is. Because I always say when you're booking, I hope it's a resort. All right. So, next question deals with solar power.
Oh no.
And a lot of people talk about solar power
Yes.
when it comes to RV life, right? We've had solar on one of our rigs and it was pretty cool, right? Okay. What do you think the average cost to outfit an RV with solar is?
We've priced a couple times on a couple different rigs, and it's very expensive. I'm going to say the average is $9,000.
Wrong, Stephanie. The average price to outfit your RV with solar is $4,000.
Oh,
Now that said, there's different levels of
yeah, I'm
solar
thinking
power.
more like total rooftop solar panels.
They actually run from somewhere around $1,500 on up to $20,000 plus, depending on how many panels, how many batteries, how
Yeah.
many inverters you put in. And here's the thing to remember though about solar. Solar is a really good idea, but there is nothing wrong with a generator. And the other thing is,
batteries.
yeah, battery storage is everything with
There's
solar. And
storage.
that's where the big money is.
Yeah.
But the other really big thing is, I know I'm getting off subject, she's gonna get mad at me, but if you go solar and you buy that RV, plan on keeping that RV for like
Yeah, you'll never get your money out
35
of
to
it.
65 years to get the money back on the solar that you put in it.
Well,
So-
just as a little fact here, when we purchased our Montana New, we had the solar package added, and when we went to trade it in, they said they can give us $0 for that.
It was worth
solar.
nothing,
It was worth zero,
and we
to
couldn't
them.
take the components with us.
Yes.
So that's something to
just-
think about.
Yeah, for us, it was just like a huge loss.
Yep. And without battery storage, you ain't got nothing when it comes to solar, because the storage
You
is
said
everything.
it.
Yeah. Okay, moving right along, Stephanie. What is the favorite RVers meal?
Ooh. Well,
You gotta get
always
this one
think
right.
of weenie roasts, so I think of hot dogs and hamburgers.
Right. That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
I would have been wrong.
Oh no.
Chili is
Whoa!
the number one RVer food.
You
Now
know,
keep
we
in mind, this all
love
came off
chili.
Google, and I
Yeah.
double checked a couple of them, but who knows if we're right.
We love chili. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, Stephanie, do you know which national park has the most campgrounds?
I'm gonna go with Yellowstone.
Boom.
Yay!
I knew you'd get that one right.
Yeah.
And I actually put a star on this. I said, Stephanie will get this right. How many parks service Yellowstone? Because we know, like, the Grand Canyon, which is the biggest visited place, doesn't really have a lot of campgrounds.
Yeah.
But how many does Yellowstone have? Parks, just parks that you can go RVing at.
15.
12. That's pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that answer. And in those 12, guess how many sites they have?
2,000.
Whoa. Nice job.
I think I heard it somewhere.
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Okay, here's another question comes up all the time. What is the average cost of full-time RVer insurance? And you need full-time RV insurance if you're going to live in an RV. And if you think, I don't need this, trust me, you do, because something happens,
Yeah.
they will fight to get out of it
If
if
you
you
are
didn't tell
living
them.
in your RV for 150 nights or more per year,
It's considered full-time.
it's considered full-time, and you need to go through your insurance and get some RV full-time living insurance.
Yeah.
And we have Geico, and they offer this plan.
And a lot of
So-
people have Geico or Progressive. Those
Yes.
seem to be the two dominant insurance companies.
They have the full-time RV living insurance.
And they seem to be the best prices as well.
And it covers your RV like a house.
Yeah.
And so, really important.
So how much do you think it costs a year? Why am I even asking you this when you pay it?
I know, I'm the one that
Ask
did-
me how much it costs.
How much does it cost? Jim?
$1,500. I'll give you that one. And now here's a funny one, and it's somewhat entertainment to watch other RVers pull into a park and set up. And you know, whether you want to, it's you don't talk about it or not. Everybody does this. We watch other people pull in and set up. It can be hilarious, really.
Jeff
But,
has to watch every setup.
Yeah.
If we can see it from our rig, he is at a window.
Yeah, I'm watching it. So, what is the average amount of time does it take to set up your RV when you arrive at your site? What's the average amount of time you've pulled in and you want to get your slides out and your jacks down and your water hooked up and your super electric? What do you think? How long does that take? And don't think about us, because we're really fast.
I'm going to say 40 minutes.
Jesus, really?
I don't know.
That is correct.
What? Woo!
Stephanie, you got that one right. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so here's the funny thing, right? We've seen people take hours.
Hours.
I mean, literally hours.
Hours.
And we should time ours, because I don't think it's ever taken us more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, we actually, some days we can do it in 10 or 12 minutes
Yeah,
when we
I
leave.
mean,
So.
if it's getting to be 15 minutes,
Yeah, we're like,
there's just no, it takes us 10 minutes. But to be fair, we have an auto level system,
yeah.
which, you know, a lot of people have to manually crank down jacks and stuff. So how do you like the quiz?
I love
so
it.
far?
I just wish I was doing better on it.
Okay, now
A little embarrassing.
here's a good one. What is the average gas mileage of RVs? Whether you're pulling one, you're driving
hear
it,
so many complaints.
it's not good.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
not a happy
say
number.
6 to 9.
It's pretty good. It's 6 to 12.
Whew.
And I mean, I remember one time
Oh yeah, I should have done that because we get 11 or 12 most of the
Yeah.
time.
I remember
Okay.
one time going downhill, like I think it was in Wyoming or South Dakota, Montana, one of those. Going downhill with a tailwind, we pulled off 15.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
like
us
we
go.
styling. And I'm like, what? Something's wrong because we're getting really good mileage. And when we got out of the car, we almost got blown over. Out of the truck, we almost got blown over. You've listened well, little one.
Young Jedi.
Yeah. Okay. What is the average check-in time at an RV park? And this is important because you don't want to get there too early. You don't want to get there too late. So, what is the average check-in time at an RV park?
I'm going to say 1 to 2.
She knew that one. Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah, because I have to do the checking in.
Yeah,
and always
yeah.
calling to verify times.
Right.
What time can we come in today?
Yeah. Now, a lot of times we're in a short driving distance from the next park, and we'll call ahead and say, and you can do this. Is it okay if we come in earlier?
Yeah.
Is my site open? And they
Yep.
might allow it. Sometimes they don't, but you don't want them mad at you, so say okay.
Yeah, we've also been yelled at a couple of times
for getting there too early. Yeah. And this was like 15 minutes. Yeah.
We learned.
Yeah, she was pissed. What about when you leave? What is the average leaving time or
I'd say
checkout
noon.
time? It's 11 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Bonus question, and this is the last question.
Okay.
Yeah, you've done really good, actually.
Yay. No, I haven't.
Another question asked quite a bit. What do you do when you pull into an RV park and it doesn't have self-service?
Cry.
After you're done crying, what do you do?
Complain to your spouse.
The correct answer is leave. For us.
Yeah.
If we didn't have kids,
out.
Yeah, if we didn't have kids, we're worried we better stay in touch with them regardless of anything. Our other family members, our parents, we might be those people who say, oh, we don't need cell service, we don't need this, we don't need that. And that's good, there's nothing wrong with that.
If you can camp and turn everything off and be out and done, good for you. That's awesome.
We're not good at it. We're honest about it. We're not good at it.
Kids and our parents and our friends and having YouTube, it's just not doable. It's not feasible for us. And we have struggled with this recently in a couple campgrounds and actually had to leave. I mean, we've done everything. We've even bought into their campground Wi-Fi plan. And we could stream a little and watch Netflix, but we could not upload, download, or make phone calls.
And honestly, we were those people who say, hey, we don't got cell service.
Oh well. Who cares?
But another really big consideration is what if something happens? And now, it might be a bad way of thinking, but what if you have an emergency and you need like an ambulance? You
can't even make a call.
Or a pet thing when you got to call an emergency vet or something, but you got no service. So in some ways it's a safety thing. And I will say, for the most part, I have T-Mobile, Steph has Verizon. We have not been in a place very often that we didn't have a signal.
Yeah, like 3
one
times
of us.
In 2 years.
Yeah, one of us. Sometimes, Steph's doesn't work and mine does work, or vice versa. But for us, if we pull into a park and we'll stay overnight,
Yeah, we'll stay overnight.
We've driven there, and it's
But then it's time to move on.
Yeah, so
there's always somewhere else.
Yeah, so we tend to get on the phone and.
If you can get on the phone, otherwise you gotta go to the office and use their phone.
Yeah. It kind of sucks. And a little note to our subscribers. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching us, and thanks for the comments. It's super cool.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching.
Jeff.
And Steph's.
Excellent. Trivia,
RV trivia,
adventure.
Put in the comments your scores. We'd love to hear how you guys did, and hopefully you did better than I did.
And if you're close, just call that you got it right.
Yeah.
Use your own judgment.
1 or 2.
Use your own judgment. If the percentage or the number is close, that's a win.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
See you soon. Safe travels.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Spring is in the air finally.